Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1998 Arizona Diamondbacks Revisionist History. Today's matchup is between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Diego Padres at Qualcomm Stadium. On the mound for the Diamondbacks today is Brian Anderson, who is making his season debut, and pitching for the Padres is Matt Clement, who is also making his season debut. Okay, we suffered a rough loss yesterday. We jumped ahead early with back-to-back home runs from DURAZO and Matt Williams, and we hung on for 6 innings, not giving up a single run. I took out yesterday's starter, Jeff Suppan, thinking that maybe he was on the verge of giving up a fair share of runs after holding the Padres down. And what happened? Our bullpen blew it, and we lost 4-3. The pitcher that was involved in both losses, if we take a look here, is the left-hander Joel Adamson. Now, he does have the ability to go back to the minors, and we could bring up another left-hander, but we really don't have anybody that we could trust any more than Joel Adamson. We have Neil Weber, who's rated a 66, so, I mean, how good could he be? And then if we look at single A, we would have to bring someone from single A all the way to the majors. And while there is options like Steven Randolph, who's rated an 82 and is 23 years old, so it's a possibility. I mean, he got clobbered in his first appearance in single A. So I'm not really sure what the answer is other than possibly a trade for a left-hander. I tend to like to go a full month with our roster before I have to make any real decisions. But Joel Adamson is really working himself right back to the minor leagues. I mean, he's hit 2 batters, he's given up a home run, and he's got 1 out. He has not factored in either decision, actually, but, I mean, he is the catalyst for both losses. And I'm sure he'll get a few more chances. I will not play him today since he's lost both games. In fact, we've played every pitcher in our bullpen except for our closer, Greg Olson. So I'm sure that he'll get into today's game with our lefty Brian Anderson on the mound. Something I wanted to show you about the Padres, so quickly this season already, their setup man, Atsuka, has saved both games, and they've got Trevor Hoffman as their closer. How does that happen? He wasn't injured. It's not like he's unavailable. So how does the computer AI, all things being equal, because, they're both right-handers, how does Atsuka get into the first 2 games and get saves in both games? That makes no sense to me. So I just wanted to point that out. The only lefty they have in their pen is that Ed Vosberg, who pitched well yesterday. All right, nonetheless, we have a game to play today. We're going to do deep dives on Brian Anderson and Matt Clement. Let's go ahead and get today's game started. As always, I appreciate the one following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. So far, the results have been pretty good on views for this new series. And we've had 17 new subscribers in the last month. So thank you to all the newcomers who are watching this video series. Thank you, appreciate it. Okay, we've got Brian Anderson on the mound. He's a left-hander. We're going to talk about him. The bullpen is all rested technically. Anybody could get into today's game, but I want to avoid Joel Adamson if I can. And then we're facing Matt Clement. This is his major league debut today for the Padres. We'll talk about him. Our lineup is going to be our regular lineup versus righties. Damian Miller back in the lineup after a day off yesterday. And we're going to put some stank on second base with Andy Stankiewicz. He's going to get the start up the middle there as Junior Spivey gets a day off. We have not had a hit yet from any player who's played from the fifth spot or down, with the exception of Jeff Suppan getting a hit yesterday as a pitcher. Okay, let's do the official lineup rundown for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Batting leadoff in center field is Devon White. Batting second in left field is Bernard Gilkey. Batting third at first base is Erubiel DURAZO. Batting cleanup at third base is Matt Williams. Batting fifth in right field is Bobby Higginson. Batting sixth at shortstop is Jay Bell. Batting seventh and catching is Damian Miller. Batting eighth at second base is Andy Stankiewicz. And batting ninth will be the pitcher, Brian Anderson. Okay, Matt Clement of the San Diego Padres, as you can see, he is making his major league debut today. He's a third-round pick in 1993 by the San Diego Padres. He did he did go to the All-Star game in 2005 as a Boston Red Sox. He was out of baseball by 2007. He was an effectively wild pitcher. He led the National League in walks one time, and he led all of baseball in wild pitches 3 times. He did have 30 starts or more 7 consecutive years. And as I mentioned, his last year in the majors was 2007. In 2008 and 2009, he did attempt to make comebacks after 2 Tommy John surgeries. During his third comeback, he tore his UCL one more time, and that was it for him. In high school, he was an excellent basketball player. He went to the state championship. And when he retired from baseball, he became the basketball coach at his high school alma mater. So there you go. There's Matt Clement for you. Probably more famous for pitching for the Chicago Cubs, right? Okay, he's got a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. You'll see the ground ball percentage is 55%. The sinking fastball is his best pitch, rated at 88. A slider rated at 80. Overall rated at 78. The 23-year-old right-hander is arbitration eligible after the 2000 season. And just as a side note, this was his actual rookie year. In real life, he made 4 appearances and 2 starts without much fanfare. Okay, we'll take a look at the defense for the Padres. A couple new players today. In left field is VAUGHN, again below league average. Infield is the same. Ruben Rivera in center field, that's his first start. And behind home plate is Miguel OJEDA, making his major league debut today. Okay, here we go. Devon White leading it off against Matt Clement. White, 3 hits on the season, a couple of doubles, and he's going to take ball 4 as Clement walks his first batter. I can't remember. No, I was considering switching on the stolen base percentage. If you're unfamiliar with this game, it can give you an idea of what the percentage would be for success with the guy stealing second base. But I decided to leave it off. What was OJEDA's arm? Let's check it out. Holy shnikey, a 93. All right. So we're not going to do that. We're going to hit and run. We don't have a lot of great contact hitters, but we're going to force them into hit and run situations. And that might come back to hurt us, as we're definitely prone to the strike them out, throw them out. GILKEY does ground out to second, moving White into scoring position for DURAZO. DURAZO hit our first home run of the season yesterday. And a base in the center field will score White from second. It's 1-0. Diamondbacks. DURAZO on first. Here's Matt Williams. We'll let him swing away. 1-2 count. And Williams check swing for strike 3. 2 down. Here's Bobby Higginson looking for his first hit of the year. 187 career home runs. for Higginson as a Detroit Tiger. A comebacker to the pitcher, and that'll do it. So we go to the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at the Padres lineup for today. Batting leadoff at second base is Quilvio Veras. Batting second at first base is Wally Joyner. Batting third in right field is Tony Gwynn. Batting cleanup in left field is Greg Vaughn. Batting fifth at third base is Ken CAMINITI. Batting sixth in center field is Ruben Rivera. Batting seventh in catching is Miguel Ojeda. Batting eighth at shortstop is Chris Gomez. And batting ninth will be the pitcher, Matt Clement. Okay, Brian Anderson, Mr. Anderson. Let me tell you about him. He is a first-round draft pick, third overall by the California Angels in 1993. So he was drafted the same year as Matt Clement. He finished sixth in the Rookie of the Year in 1994. He had a +5 ERA. You'll see he was 7-5 for California with a 5.22 ERA. He won the World Series in 2001 with the Diamondbacks. In 1998, in real life, he went 12-13 with a 4.33 ERA. Really his best year up to that point. But he did lead the National League in home runs given up with 39. He had Tommy John surgery twice, and also tore his UCL a third time, and he was done. He is now probably most famous for being the Tampa Bay Rays color commentator. He's been with them for 14 seasons with Dwayne Stats. And if you've never watched those two guys call a ball game, if you have the MLB package, you should watch some Rays games. They are hilarious. They do a great job calling a ball game. It's always entertaining, even if you're not a fan of the Tampa Bay Rays. Brian Anderson does have a nickname. It's Antic. A-N-T-I-C. I don't know why. Maybe because he's got a good sense of humor. I'm not sure. You'll see what he did last year for the Cleveland Indians. He was picked in the expansion draft in the third round. That's how he got to Arizona. His fastball tops out at 90 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 49%. His fastball is his only good pitch. Rated an 83. Overall rated a 76. The 25-year-old left-hander is a free agent at the end of the 99 season. He is not a strikeout pitcher, by the way. In his entire career, he only struck out 100 batters in a season one time. Okay, let's take a look at our defense today. Now, at second base, we have Stankiewicz. Not particularly good defensively. He's 33 years old, kind of at the end of his career. And at first base is DURAZO, who's played pretty well so far. Behind home plate, we've got our strong defensive catcher, Damian Miller. Okay, here we go. Quilvio Veras leading it off against Brian Anderson. Ripped to third. Matt Williams making easy work of it. One down. Only two lefties in the lineup today. Joyner and Gwynn back to back. Here's Joyner. Fly ball, right field. Caught by Bobby Higginson. Two down. And Tony Gwynn, he's got 3 hits, all doubles. Grounds it back to the pitcher for out number 3. So a 1-2-3 inning for Anderson. We go to the top of the second. Here's Jay Bell. 0 for 8 on the year. Having a rough start. And there's his first hit of the season. Bell's on first. Oh, do we want to go for 2? I'm going to say no. We've already got the lead. Let's not jinx ourselves here by switching the momentum. We'll see if Miller can drop it like it's hot. We're trying to lay down a bunt. 1-2 count. There's a good bunt down the third base line. Bell does advance, so give Miller a sack. And Andy Stankiewicz has an opportunity to drive in a run in his first at-bat of the year. 2-1 count. And ground ball to second. That'll get Bell over to third. And Brian Anderson will have to help out his own cause. What is he like as a hitter? Oh, I guess we wouldn't know. He's been in the American League the whole time, right? All right, here we go. Full count. Right on the middle. And he hits a ground ball to third. We're going to strand that runner. Go to the bottom of the second inning. Here's Greg Vaughn leading off. Vaughn 1 for 8 this series. Popping it up, foul ground down the first base side. Stankiewicz had to go a long way to make the catch. He does. 1 out. Ken Caminiti off to a good start. 3 for 7 with a home run. And he gets jammed inside by that big curveball. Stankiewicz making the catch. Oh, that was a fastball, but that came in on him. It didn't look like a fastball. 2 down. Ruben Rivera came into yesterday's game as a defensive replacement. And Anderson gets him the grounding to third. Williams making the play. We go to the top of the third. Here's Devon White. White, GILKEY, and DURAZO. 1-0 count to White. Liner to right field. 1 down. And now GILKEY striking out. And Erubiel, DURAZO. 3-1, and he walks. He's walked at least once in all 3 games. I kind of wonder, should we move him to the number 2 spot in the lineup? As long as he's getting on base in front of Matt Williams, I guess we're all right. Base hit for Williams into center field. DURAZO, all he can do is go station to station. All right, here we go. Bobby Higginson. Come on, buddy. I traded for you. 1-2. No, no, Bobby. Oh, Bobby. What's the deal? Higginson 0 for 9 on the season. He's off the juice. We go to the bottom of the third. Here's Miguel Ojeda. Bottom third of the lineup. Anderson gets him on the inside changeup. Why did that look like a curveball to me? A good at bat though for Ojeda. 9 pitches. Here's former Tiger Chris Gomez, and he strikes out looking. A chance for Anderson to strike out the side. It's the pitcher, Matt Clement. 2-2. Oh, he rips it to left. Looks like GILKEY has a beat on it. Another 1-2-3 inning from Anderson to go to the top of the fourth. J. Bell leading it off. He got his first hit. First time through. Oh, routine rounder to short. Gomez tossing him out. Damian Miller. Come on, Miller. Get down. Ah, it's going to be caught by the center fielder, Rivera. 2 quick outs for Clement and Stankiewicz. Base hit to center field. Stankiewicz, 86 speed. Well, yeah, with that 93 arm. I mean, what are we going to do here? Anderson's going to get out either way. Should we attempt to steal, just on the off chance that Anderson could come through offensively? I guess we just let Anderson swing away, and then we'll start the next inning with White. Oh, he made it look good with a line drive to third. Unfortunately, it was right at Caminiti. 2 great third basemen in this series. You go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 37 pitches for Anderson, looking good so far. Quilvio is leading it off with a rainbow to right. Next man up is Wally JOYNER. JOYNER lines it to left. Anderson looking pretty good in his Diamondbacks debut. And he strikes out Tony Gwynn. I mean, didn't he like strike out 400 times in his career or something bizarre like that? And one of them is Brian Anderson. Okay, we go to the top of the 5th. And we do have Devon White leading off. He's 0 for 1 with a walk today. Striking out, wow. 4 Ks for Clement. Other than the first inning, Clement has looked solid. GILKEY pounds it into the dirt in front of home plate. And an error on the catcher, OJEDA. GILKEY is safe. All right. GILKEY's got a couple stolen bases already, right? Yeah, I think he's 2 for 2. He is 2 for 2. We're not going to run. I mean, I mean, if it was really Bernard GILKEY, I would give him the green light, but he's due to get thrown out in the game. So we just go to DURAZO, take the double play. Yeah. Oh, DURAZO's hustling down the line. Beats out the double play. Williams 1 for 2. Lines it to right field. DURAZO, can he go to third? He does. Sliding into third base safe. And Bobby Higginson's got another chance here. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game with a strikeout. 3-0 count. And he'll take ball 4. Again, a sinking fastball that looked like a curveball to me. At least Higgy got the touch first. And Jay Bell, an opportunity to blow the game open. Full count. Oh, popping it up. It's going to carry to shallow center field. And there's out number 3. Bottom of the 5th inning. It's Greg Vaughn leading it off 2-2. And the game is tied. Crushed it, 485 feet. Dead center field. That's the first hit of the ball game. There goes the no-hitter. There goes the shutout. Ken CAMINITI lines it to first. Here's old Ruby, baby. 1-2. And he's got a base hit in the rough. Brian Anderson's endurance is 73. In 1998, I'm not sure what that's equivalent to. I mean, 100 pitches? I mean, nobody threw much more than 100 if they got that far. Mike OJEDA. Let's call Mike. Miguel. I called him Bob OJEDA. And there's a ground ball to first. And that does it. A good performance from Anderson. I don't think we thought he'd get a shutout today. I think he's got one more in him. Here's Damian Miller. Try to get that lead back. Miller over the head. Oh, it is over the head of the left fielder. Into second base. Vaughn could not get to that one. I don't know if he misjudged it or what. That is his second career double. First of the year. First hit of the year. Let's see if Stankiewicz can hit it to the right side to get Miller over. Not really. I like Discus job done. It's not a contact with it. It will be caught. No, a 10% chance. So no, that is ineffective. Oh, and that's going to do it. They're going to take out Clement and bring in righty Will Canane. He had his rookie year last year, and I mean, this was the late 90s. He pitched 54 games, had 8 starts, and had a 6 ERA. And they kept running him out there. Gave up 11 home runs and 91 in a third. He's got a deadly curveball, and his fastball is 92 miles an hour. But he is a fly ball pitcher, 68% of the time. I love these ultra cards. Okay, what do we do here? I mean, I think we let Anderson swing away. Because if White does get a hit, he'll drive in Anderson one way or another. So let's see. He'll drive in Miller one way or another. So let's see if Anderson can come through. Oh, it's a balk! Oh no! Will Kinane just got moguled, and they're pulling the infield in, which makes total sense. We will oblige. Now, I don't want to go on. I mean, if it was anybody but Miller, I'd like do a suicide squeeze. I mean, he's got to go on contact. Or do we bunt here? 81 bunt. That whole infield is so good. I don't know what to do. I guess a safety squeeze. Maybe keep him at third if we can't get it down. Full count. Oh, good bunt to third. That's CAMINITI, and he scores. Anderson helping out his cause. 2-1 Diamondbacks. I mean, we should have known that was going to work because that balk happened. If that balk didn't happen, we probably would have been out. So the game's just giving it to us here. And Devon White will pop up. Take a little drink of my coffee as we go to the bottom of the sixth. All right, we got a pinch hitter. It's Ed Giovanola. Let's take a look at him. Played for Atlanta last year. He's a good Italian kid. Likes the gabagoo. All right. Let's see what he's got. Lefty on lefty. Why would they pinch hit a lefty? There's a ground ball to Williams. One down. We're back to Veras. I could see Anderson going through to GWYNN before we go to the pen. 2-2 count. Oh, he strikes out Veras. 5 Ks. Man, I love a pitcher that doesn't walk anybody, especially after 3 years of the Seattle Pilots. And Wally Joyner, line drive, right at Bell. We go to the top of the 7th. It's time for a pitching change for the Padres. It is Doug Nickel making his major league debut. 23-year-old righty. 93-mile-an-hour fastball. I mean, he's got 2 good pitches, a fastball rated 85 and a curveball rated an 83. Only rated a 77. The 23-year-old righty is arbitration eligible after the 2000 season. All right, GILKEY leading it off. 1-2. Oh, wow. All curveballs to GILKEY. GILKEY, I mean, he's not really a number 2 hitter. He struck out 5 times now in 3 games. Only has 1 hit. 1 out. Here's DURAZO with a 2-1 count. Ground ball to short. Gomez makes the play, and Matt Williams having a good game today. Late on that one, popping it up to third. Nickel does the job. Okay, this will be the last batter. I mean, anybody we'd bring in, Tony Gwynn could hit, so we may as well let Anderson face Gwynn. He's got a 2-hitter going. 2-2. Ground ball to first, and he is tired now. So he gets tired at 88 pitches. I got to make a note of that in my little journal here, so we know when to pull him out in advance. Okay, so Anderson coming out of the ball game. We can't ask much more than that. And we've got some righties I mean, Banks absolutely tanked it. Let's bring in Russ Springer. His stock is going up. 1 1/3 innings in game number 1. Oh, it's not keeping the logs either. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay. Shit. That sucks. Okay, that's on me. I'll fix that too. Oh man, that sucks. All right. Well, I think he pitched game 1. Okay, 1 down. Here's Greg Vaughn. 0-1 count. And a base at the right. So Vaughn has a single and a home run today. Ken Caminiti 0 for 1 against Springer. That's a ground ball to first. Can we turn 2? Tough to turn 2. In fact, they don't even try. DURAZO stepping on the bag at first. See, that's the problem with having subpar defense on the right side. No matter how good Matt Williams is, he can't turn the double play on his own. All right, Ruben Rivera with the runner in scoring position. 1-2. And he strikes him out. All right, good job. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Here's Doug Nickel coming out for a 2nd inning of work. Bobby finally touched first with a walk. 0-1. And a base hit to left field. Higginson off the schneid. Stay at first. Jay Bell, a 93 bunt. I had no idea he was that good of a bunter. I mean, has he led in bunts before? Oh, hell yeah. 39 sacrifice hits for Pittsburgh at age 24. Now he's got power, like everybody else. Well, I would never have known that about him. I mean, I don't know what to do here. We gotta let him swing. He's really due. 3-1. Oh, that's not it. Popping it up. Halfway down the first base line. 1 out. Higgy on first for Miller. Scorches it, a frozen rope to center. Rivera tracks it down. And it's up to Stankiewicz. Get something going here. Whoa! That was a curveball from hell. That was amazing. I don't think I've ever seen it break 12-6 like that. All right. Springer did his job. Let's bring in Felix Rodriguez. Yesterday gave up a run. F-Rod. If he doesn't get 3 outs, that F is going to mean something other than Felix. Here we go. Bottom third of the lineup. You know they're going to pinch hit for Nickel. Okay, Rodriguez strikes out Ojeda. Chris Gomez with 1 out. High fly ball, left center field. Who are they going to bring in? George Arias. His first appearance this year. As a rookie, he got 252 at-bats for the Angels. And that was it. Okay. Oh, he has 90 power? Based on 6 career home runs? I don't know about that, but I don't like that either. That does not make me feel good about what's to come here. All right, there we go. F-Rod. Great job in the setup role. We will pinch hit for Rodriguez. Oh, and Hoffman's coming into the game finally. Okay, Rob Ryan. He's 1 for 2 in pitch hitting role. Come in and play defense. Here we go. 1-2. Oh, Hoffman. Oh, we didn't even look at Hoffman. Let's take a look at this guy. 37 saves last year. 111 strikeouts in 81 and a third innings. He's already struck out a guy. 96 mile-an-hour fastball. Hard ball slider combo. Rated in 86. He's 30 years old in this game. Free agent after the 2000 season. All right, one down. Devon White. Line at the left. That's over Vaughn's head off the wall. That is Devon White's third double of the year. Sure is. He's been our best hitter so far, I think. Safe to say. Here's Bernard Gilkey. Struggling. There we go. Base at the left. White at third. He goes home and scores. Gilkey with an RBI single. It's 3-1. That's off Hoffman. Pitching like Dustin Hoffman. 2-2 count. Oh, he strikes out DURAZO. Oh, man. When's the time for Wapner? Matt Williams. Goes up the side. Wow. Okay, Rob Ryan will come in. We'll put him out in center field. That is technically a defensive upgrade. Okay, and we're going to bring in our closer. First appearance. It is the Greg Olson with 2 G's. There is a Greg Olson who's a catcher for Atlanta. You may or may not remember that. You see what he did last year for Minnesota and Kansas City. Minnesota, he couldn't find the plate. And then he went to Kansas City and figured something out. He was a Detroit Tiger in '96. He got 8 saves for us. God, this was the era of the worst Tiger teams of all time. And Greg Olson's our closer. There we go. I lost the cursor for a moment. All right. I put him in there, did I not? I didn't swap him. There we go. Okay, Greg Olson coming into the ball game. In fact, he was so anonymous. The only card they had was this Pacific card. As I mentioned, these were for players who didn't get regular cards. Varys leading off. Line drive to left. Gilkey making the grab. Wally Joyner. Couple lefties. Oh, shit. Walking Joyner. I kind of think we should guard the line. I think we're going to, because Tony Gwynn, he's only got doubles so far, so let's hope he doesn't get a double here. Oh, wild pitch gets him over anyway. Okay, so he's going to give up this run regardless. There was never anything we were going to do to prevent that. The question is, can we keep him from blowing the save? We cannot. All right. Greg Vaughn walking it off right here. Oh. Curveball. Striking out Vaughn, so that's the poo-poo platter. A couple of walks and a strikeout. It comes down to Ken CAMINITI. Diamondbacks looking for their first ever win. Switch hitter. 0-2. Oh, he strikes out looking, and the Diamondbacks get the first victory in the history of the franchise. 3-1, handshakes, butt slaps, sloppy steaks. Okay, well that was a satisfying victory. As the game is simulating, meaning that it's thinking about trade possibilities. And I'm open to anything. We definitely need a left-handed reliever. We probably need a closer. I knew that we probably would. Felix Rodriguez could be a closer of the future. There we go. As it's still simulating, I guess at least it gave us a box score. I'm pretty sure the box score issue's fixed. I did not realize it was not keeping the log. I'll fix that too. I mean, this is a whole new series for us, and so it sets some of the parameters back to default. And I didn't, like, I don't know what I don't know until it happens. Okay, it's really taking its sweet ass time. Let's look at the, okay, so it worked out. There we go. So we'll look at the standings here. Here's our first win. Everybody's won a game, everybody's lost a game. Take a look at the American League. There's a wild card races. Too early for that. Toronto is 0-3, and Oakland is 0-4. And the Tigers, what? Are 3-0. Who is there? I haven't even looked at this team yet. Who's their lineup? Oh, God, this is so sad. I mean, Damian Easley, solid Tiger. The Joker, Joe Randa. 1 year with the Tigers, and he was okay. They do still have Tony Clark. The only baseball jersey I ever actually bought was the Tony Clark jersey. Gabe Kapler. He was actually a terrible baseball player. And I like Davey Cruz at short. They do have Joe Oliver after his career was over with Cincinnati. And they just suckitude here. AAA. They got Pete Cavilla at the end of his career. Now, Brian Hunter led the American League in stolen bases in 1998. A lot of people forget that. As Robert Fick hit the last home run in Tiger Stadium history. Gabe Alvarez was supposed to be the third baseman of the future. He sucked. There are names here I don't even recognize. Juan Encarnacion, a really good hitter. It reminded me of Austin Jackson. Austin Jackson reminded me of him, I should say. Got hit in the eye in the batter's circle and ended his career. He was with St. Louis. Ramon Santiago, was Tiger's first base coach. Brandon Inge, I think his son is playing ball now for the Tigers. Oh, Eric Munson, another third baseman who sucked. Kingpins, the movie Kingpins with Woody Harrelson. His last name was Munson, and when the Tigers, I think it came out in '96, and every time he'd come up, he'd make an error at third base, and we'd say, "You got Munson," which is what they would say in the movie. That's how bad that guy was. He had his own slogan. And Luis Gonzalez is already injured. I don't remember that. Maybe that just happened today. Okay, Nook Logan. Lots of speed, nothing else. And a very long neck. All right, and who's their pitchers? Sorry, I should have done this on my own time. Oh, God. Frank Castillo. Greisinger, #1 draft pick, sucked. Brian Moeller, actually pretty solid. Todd Jones and Tim Worrell, Doug Brocail. There's like 3 solid names. And Masao Kita, the one time the Tigers went out and actually got a foreign free agent. That was good. Justin Thompson never worked out. Sent him to Texas. That's how we got Juan Gonzalez for 1 year when he actually did not give 2 shits. Jeff Weaver, we love him. Fernando Rodney, pulling the bow and arrow. Mike Maroff, last guy that lost 21 games. Nate Robertson, I actually really like Nate Robertson. Good dude. Andy Van Hecken, #1 draft pick. That guy sucked. Matt Anderson, #1 overall draft pick. He sucked. And Nate Cornejo, whose grandfather pitched in the majors. Okay. That was a nice trip down memory lane. Okay, let's keep it going here. Sorry about that. Let's take a look at the headline news. Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. 4-3 squeaker puts the Pirates in first. Kuwata. I don't know. I've actually, obviously, I pulled up his baseball card. Oh, so he played in Japan League. And he came up and pitched and got a win. And oh no, he didn't get a win. Pitched well in his major league debut at age 30 for the Pirates. Interesting. Oh, that's all there is. Okay, transactions. Oh, there it is. So we do have something. Oh, we have a trade. Okay, so Baltimore trades Chris Hoyles to Cleveland for Ben Broussard. So Chris Hoyles, former Detroit Tiger, we traded him to Baltimore. That's how he got there. Would have been nice to have that production from the catcher spot for all those years. Terrible trade. He's now on Cleveland. And Ben Broussard goes to Baltimore minor leagues at the Frederick Keys. And then Rod Beck gets his 200th career save in his first year for the Cubbies. R.I.P. Rod Beck. And then Smoltz is injured, another former Tiger. Fractured foot, going to miss a couple weeks. Now, he is a starter. Yes, he's still a starter at this point. And Luis Gonzalez, we just saw that. He's already got more hits in 3 games than he did his whole season for Detroit. That's not true. He actually played a full year. He played left field, and that's why Bobby Higginson went to right. That's what started Bobby in right field. And Kurt Ojala is going to miss a long time. He got 1 start, and he was done. 289 days. Okay, let's pull up the box score and get out of here, assuming that works this time. Yes, it does. Box score is going to pop up here momentarily. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Oh, Lord, we got our first win. Who deserves to be the player of the game? I mean, Brian Anderson had a no-hitter into the 5th inning, and then he gave up the home run. That was to Greg Vaughn. I guess that's who's going to get it. I do like to see... Oh, Brian Anderson had the game-winning RBI, too. So, yeah, it's definitely Brian Anderson. I mean, how could you not give it to him? We got the first win in franchise history, and he drove in the run. That won the ball game, technically. Greg Olson does get a save. The bullpen, they did their job. We had 10 strikeouts as a team. That's amazing. And that'll wrap it up for the series. I forgot who we're playing next. I think it's the Rockies is who's up next. And we're going to go to Coors Field. Let's take a look. No, it's the Giants, so we're going to go to Pac Bell. Okay, there we go. We'll come back tomorrow and play the first game against the Giants. We'll take a look at that team and do some deep dives on the pitchers. Until then, everyone, have a great day.